Hello. How's everybody doing? Tomorrow's Friday. That's why I'm happy today. It's one of these days when once you're a grown up, you're gonna be happy. Then when the Friday arrives, I think you're happy in general. I think everybody's happy when the Friday arrives, right? Yeah. Let me put on my headphones here so I can hear you guys. Actually, no one's talking to me. It's just me. Anyways, we're gonna do a little bit of a video that I wanted to do for a long time. Because there's a lot of free-to-play options in this game. Obviously, you're not going to zoom through levels if you don't have anybody that gives you either pets or something like that. It's not that easy. Life is tough as a free to play player. I know, I've been there. After some time, I did spend some money into the games where I make videos on, and this one was one of these games. It's tough because many people are making videos on this game, so I thought I will just do a little bit of a free to play guide. What you kind of have for options, kind of trying to take the dream away as well. Like, this is a little bit of soul coaching, so you understand that if you really are a free to play player, that you are going to take much longer than other people. But this is Roblox, and we all have to kind of live with that. We have to all kind of understand that this is a thing. So there's no magical cheat code. Well, maybe there is. Maybe there's a magical cheat code, but I don't have that magical cheat code. There's only pure tough grinding in this game that you have to do to actually get somewhere. So let me go all the way to the first level, and there's a few things that you can actually do that they did for you to just be good at the game in general, to understand the basics of the game as well. So I'm gonna go into the first world. This is where everybody should start, and first of all, I just recommend everybody and anybody always claim your gifts, because these gifts are eventually going to help you, especially in the beginning. If you're gonna go and check through these things, they are all going to help you. I'm also trying to make a full-on beginner guide that will tell everybody like what does every single potion do in the game, how to utilize it the best, and stuff and so on. But that's something for another video. So let's check it out. In the free gifts, we get a little bit of power, a few wins. Later on, when you're in the later stages, like end game, like me, you don't necessarily claim those anymore. You don't really need those or those. The only thing that I actually really claim is the void potions and the gold potions, because you can actually use them. They're actually usable. They're always usable. Also, in the beginning, when you start playing the game, I think there's no tips to be given in here unless there's just one thing, which is this egg over here. So you can jump and, skip this part really easily by just getting this limited egg. I don't know, it's been in there since I've started playing the game, so they haven't really updated it, but it's a really great way of, getting at least these 3 up, and they will literally boost you through the first, I think, 2 to 3 maps. So yeah, you should focus on that. You should literally just start going to do some auto train. I started off with Knuckle, to be honest. I mean, I do have the VIP now. You can start here on this one or whatever, but you do need a little bit of power to use these guys. Or maybe this is the 0 required. I think this one might actually be the fastest for you. Right after some time now, for me at least, this hands is the better, but I also have a game pass for it. This is why it's probably the best for me. So yeah, you can use the knuckles. I use them, and they are actually quite great. And you should get used to rebirthing a lot. So that is very important. Rebirthing a lot will eventually, help you get stronger, and you're gonna get your first wins in. And as soon as you got your first wins in, you're gonna go over here and get the limited egg, and that will eventually boost you easily through this map into the second world. So you can literally start doing them one by one. You don't really have to focus on those eggs because, well, actually you do, because there's something that free-to-play players must have and must get, and that is in the index. If you're going to go here in the bottom right, you can see discover 50 pets, 4 + 1 pet equipped, and I just advise you, the sooner you get this done, the better it is. So you're literally going to grind out these pets over here just to get these pets into the for the extra pet equip. So that one is actually helping out tons, trust me, tons. So you should definitely go for that and zoom into the second world, where things are going to get a little bit more interesting, because there's quite a lot of stuff that you can do. So another thing in the second world here is also make your spinneroonies. You're going to get some luck potions in there. You're going to get some other potions in there that are going to help you out quite a bit. So we can actually spin and see what we're going to get. I usually am happy when I get the luck potions. This wins thing, I don't know. Not necessarily the most helpful. So just take that out, whatever. But it's better than nothing, you know. Just take it, whatever. Just take it. And here, you know, things are going to get a little bit more interesting because you can use those limited pets that you have and make them golden. You should definitely always make them golden. I don't take chances. I always go with a full 5 stack because if you're going to go back, you're going to be easily getting those limited pets. They're really easy to get. So you should always go for a full stack. And once you actually have that done and you got some rebirths in there and you're noticing, man, I can actually rebirth more and more and more and more, you should definitely go to the enchant table and enchant it on winner. All the other ones are kind of useless. In the beginning, I kind of started with luck 3. I had like a group of pets. I actually haven't used that on my pets right now, these enchants, because I got them fairly recently. But you should always go for winner 2 or winner 3 if you're possible. Like if you're able to get to winner 3, make sure you have a full stack, whatever you can carry. Like if you have 4 pets, 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever it is. Always get winner on it because that's going to eventually give you more percentage on those winner on the winner cycle here, and that is very important. Now, another thing that you always should do is check your dailies, especially in the beginning. Dailies are quite important. You know, you're going to get a medium win pack. You're going to have some grip power in here. You're going to get some stuff, some pets. They're not really, you know, they're not really that good, but whatever, you know, just take it. There's also a free game pass that everybody has. There are 2. There's one where you actually have to pay money, one that is actually quite free. And you can see you also get some good stuff here, man. You get the void potions, you get the lucky stuff. You can finish that season pass. Is not that hard. If you go on the tab quests, you see you have daily quests that you should definitely do, which is the craft pads, lift dumbbells, hatch eggs. Hatch eggs combines very well with the first world limited egg situation, so do that. And go into the weekly challenges that you should also always finish. They kind of refresh once a week, obviously. So yeah, make sure to do that. And another thing, this is a little bit more advanced, but these things are going to help you to get into the third world easily peasily, which is the trails, which is right here. I mean, I have the best one right now, but you can start off wherever. Make sure that when you rebirth, when you super rebirth, that you always pick your trails again, because every time you super rebirth later on, you will lose all of these trails. If you normally rebirth just using this rebirth button right here, you're fine, you're good to go, you're Gucci. You're going to keep your trails, but always make sure to get them because they're always good. Sometimes you actually have more wins and you can skip a few. That's fine. You don't have to literally like buy each and every single one of them like that. It's a waste of money. Just try to get the best one that you can get, and that's basically the one that's active. And arms, so important. The crates, it's a very nice addition to the game. You're going to get those crates by farming bosses. So that is very, very, very good, very, very good to do. And then you can see once you actually start spinning for those percentages, they're really coming in quite high. You know, you have 500. Look at this one. This one's 850%. So that is actually quite worth it. I mean, as you can see, like I have 700%. So if I would open all like that, let me open those. Let's see. Maybe I'm lucky. I don't know. No, I'm not. Obviously, I'm not. But you can see. Look at all of these guys. I mean, we can just. I don't know, just, I guess I'm just going to select all. Wait a second, I'm just going to lock this guy here because I don't need that. I'm going to lock the first 3 actually, and then do that, and then select all, delete them because I don't need them, and we're going to open them more. This is a good option for you guys as well. Look at that, we can just open all of them. I don't need those silver ones. 700%, 500. Yeah, I guess that is still kind of useless. But, you know, it's a good option for you for free-to-play players to get really good in the game. Those arms are pretty good, and they will really boost you quite a bit. Now, of course, you should always check in for hand strength, bicep, whatever. For me, hand strength was the best, and I calculated it. Even when I was free to play, I thought that hand strength was the best in the game. I don't know why these 3 things exist, to be honest. Like, we have biceps, we have hand strength, we have knuckle strength, but I think hand strength is just the best. I mean, later on in the latest world, in the Dino world, you can use knuckle strength. I get it. You can use it because they fixed it now as well. I haven't tried it since then. And yeah, you will just try and rebirth until you can super rebirth. With the super rebirth, which is also pretty good for free-to-play players if you can get there, always keep them. Don't spend them on any of these here. I mean, I guess for free-to-play players, the +1 pet equipped is actually quite important. That's the only thing you should really focus on, but you will lose every time you use just 1 star. You will lose, and it will be removed 100% boost per token, and that is kind of sad. You know, there's a lot. So right now I'm having about, it's not 3,000 exactly, because the higher it gets, the less percentage you get to it, but I will probably have above 2,000% or something. I'm not sure, but yeah, whatever. I'm keeping it in there as a stack, you know, maxing it out, so I'm not really interested in doing it. I mean, I could actually go into the upgrades and buy it all and then grind it all up again, and yeah, you could. I'm just lazy because I don't need pet storage. I certainly don't need walk speed. Pet equipped is the best, and extra luck, well, we don't know how much that is. Maybe it's just a few percentage. I don't know. But anyways, that is very important as well. Things like League are not really interesting to you guys because, I don't know what it really does. Like, I don't know. It never gave me anything good. And I've seen some things, and it's also buggy. Sometimes it works. Look at this one. No one is currently available on the cooldown, whatever. I don't know. I'm not messing with League. So you should as a free-to-play player, you should definitely go for all of that. With the claiming gifts, you know, trying to get into the game a little bit more. And then later on, you can see there's this event egg, which I personally think is actually not that bad either, because you can see if you actually draw, like, you can go and kill the Ripper Dog, which is this one. And trust me, Ripper Dog is not hard to get to. You can do this as a free-to-play player, and then you can literally start claiming. I mean, obviously, if you just go 1 by 1, I know this is going to take a long time, and they are only 80 times 85, but if you actually hatched, and we've done it before, we hatched the 0.01 before, you can get 7.5k, and if you combine those things, I think you should really focus on this egg. The frost egg currently is really good. Sometimes we also have a quest up here where you can get like diamond chest keys or something, which is also very, very strong, very powerful. Just by staying in the game and killing a few bosses, you can get really good quests. Right now there's no quest tab here. I think that will change very soon. But for a free-to-play player, every time these things are up, this is definitely the way for you to become really good at the game. So make sure to do this. Make sure to always grind out these quests that appear above the store tab. On the other side, yeah, Frost Egg is good. You know, like I said, if you have quite a few stacked up with those 7,500s or even 1,200, that is not bad. I mean, obviously they're not comparable to, you know, 756,000 Triceratops or whatever it's called. You know, it's not comparable, but if you have 7.5k and you can equip like 4 or 5 of these, you know, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. So make sure to go and do that. And this one is the big if, you know, this one is the big problem child of the game, which is the 4th world. Getting from, you know, 4th to 5th, oh no, wait, this is the 3rd, sorry. Getting from the 3rd to the 4th, oh damn, it's a hustle. This one is actually harder, much harder than getting from the 4th to the 5th, right? Am I correct? Yeah, I think so. 4th to the 5th. Into the Dino world. I think getting into the Dino world was easier than getting from this world into the next one. So you're gonna spend literally most of your time in this world here to train this, to get that 20 trillion, whatever you need wins to get into the nuclear bunker. I think they should definitely lower this to like 5 or 10. 20 is way too much and it takes way too long. I can tell you as much. Like we've been trying to grind this out for a long time. So even with game passes. So this one is I don't know why they did that. It's I don't know. It definitely needs a nerf. I mean, they already noticed it, so they put a world boost just into this world, a world boost, and whatever. If you're a free-to-play player, I just want to quickly also talk about the friend boost, because you can easily max out to like a 50 or 60% friend boost by either double logging, using different devices, asking friends if you have any to join into the same room. You can create a private server which is free, and you can just bring all of your friends onto that private server, and you can get easily a 50 to 60% boost on it, which is definitely going to help all of the free-to-play players out there. So And there's a lot of free-to-play players. What I usually do is I go into random matches, like into random games, and just befriend everyone on that server. So make sure that you actually have a free friend list, because I think in Roblox you can only have 200 friends. Make sure that you actually throw some people out. Then you go into some servers, add them, and you can give them a message or something and say, hey man, you wanna join my grinding private server where we're gonna do some free-to-play grinding. So it is definitely something you can do. Like I said, free to play is not impossible. It just takes more work, and you have to be willing to put that work into this. Otherwise, you're not gonna go anywhere with this. So it's not easy. It's not easy. Nobody said it's easy. Yeah, leaves in 3 weeks. Atlantis World, something that is also for you to check out, because there's some good pets in it, but it's kind of hard. Let me just do my mic like that. Kind of hard to make some good pets in here, because as you can see, I don't know, did they lower it? 58 million, but the crab is actually pretty good. 1 in 1 million. That's interesting. The glitch crab. Yeah, if you get that, you get really lucky. But these guys here, they are good. They're not bad. Wait, do I still have any? I don't. I used to. They used to be really good. So what you can do is, just hatch them, make them big. Always make them bigger and bigger and bigger. Then you're gonna go and get the golden pets done. And what you then can do, I'm gonna show you really quickly. Where is it? You're gonna go back to the beach, and in the beach you can actually do some. There it is. So the void machine, right? You make them golden, whatever, and then you throw them into the void machine, make them void. Takes about 5 hours. You don't have to be in game, as far as I believe. And then you have some stronger pets, and you can then continue to auto train. I don't recommend training overnight with a computer on, to be honest. It just takes a lot of power, and it damages your computer. And I used to do that with my old computer, and it lived for about a year longer, and then it was eventually dead. So in general, just don't do it. If you have like an old phone, old laptop that you don't use anymore, you can use that, I guess, but I don't know. Okay, this is the 4th world. By now, you should already know what your mission is. You should already know how the game works. You should have all of the trails connected and stuff. You can go onto the machines here. There's also, this is free to play. You can mutate them. If you farm a lot in this world, you're gonna have a lot of cure machine stuff ready. I have about 30 now, because I did it on my other pets. But you can see you can make some rainbows in it. I would not go for ghosts, because this is literally just 1%, and you don't want to waste more pets into this. Try to go for rainbow. I guess rainbow is the best. Glowing is not that good, but I can make this one easily. If I make this rainbow, it's gonna be one of these guys here. So you see glowing. This one doesn't have any at all, but it's still huge. Make sure to use huge pets only. Don't use baby or big. Don't use those. Always use huge, otherwise you're gonna waste them. And that's about it. You will always try to have a nice stack of pets. Even if you can only carry 4 or 5 pets, make sure that these are the maximum you can do with your pets, the maximum power that you can dish out. Make them huge, make him gold, make him void, throw him into the mutate machine, stuff like that. If you're a free-to-play player, you have to definitely, I cannot put more emphasis on this, you have to absolutely max out every chance that you can get. Same goes with the event egg, same goes with the arms, with the trails. Like, don't lazy over it and go like, oh man, now I have to do this, now I have to do that, or whatever. Don't do it, man. You have to. Otherwise, you will be stuck in lobbies asking for free pets, and nobody likes that. Goodbye.